Hello and welcome back to EGL Open 2015 here live in Blackpool from the Norbreck Castle. Myself, Rel, and Stealth here, guiding you through the lower bracket round number 4, Millenium Hope going up against Odin. So far, Stealth, very convincing victory on that hard point by Millenium.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, Carbon was on a 10-point streak at one time, and it was incredible to see. I mean, they just lined up in his favor, basically. Every time they pushed through the yellow, he was just there waiting for them, gunning them down nice and easy. Yep, and it was great to actually watch them see. You can actually see the maps and game modes as well at the bottom of your screen now. Biolab Search and Destroy is going to be next, followed by Biolab on Uplink, so a dual map there, retreat hardpoint. And if it does go to its Solar Search and Destroy, the way this game's been going so far, though, Millenium looking pretty good to take this 3-0, unless we can see something produced from Odin. I'll be extremely impressed if it even goes to map number 4, if I'm honest. That performance from Millenium was so solid that it's extremely difficult for Odin to be able to compose themselves now after such a demoralizing loss. Yep, but it is certainly something that they can do. We don't want to take anything away from Odin at all. It is purely just the credit that we're giving to Millenium here. And as we say, Biolab Search and Destroy, clean slate now. They've got to put that one-round loss behind them, move on, see if they can bring this back and just take it one step at a time. But Millenium, they've just got to keep doing what they're doing. Exactly. There's no doing to do any more than what they have already done. It's nice and easy for them. Just take it step by step as they go into this Biolab Search and Destroy. Yeah. And we will, of course, be watching the attack inside, as per Call of Duty casting fashion. And is there any particular player from Odin that you want to watch here, Stealth? I want to hop on board with Air. I mean, he had a decent effort against Millenium in that last map. I mean, he had glimpses of promise. So hopefully he can progress this into the Search and Destroy. All right, well, we'll see if that rings true here. On board with Air now, who is making moves towards this A-bomb site. Of course, we have been muted in the arena. Anything that we do say via the stream is not going to be resonating to the players themselves. Air, though, with this bomb in hand, very, very close to that A-bomb site, but so cautious, does not want to commit to it just yet, because peering over is going to be Cammy's. I don't think he has eyes on it, though. No, I don't think he knows where the player is. However, he is ducking and diving in and out, so he might have just given away his position. Yeah. And it was, you know, I want to point out there was a Millenium player actually got really aggressive, pushing up. I believe it was Carbon who actually managed to get the first blood onto the opposition. So it's going to be interesting as they now decide to rotate towards this Beast Flood, and it's going to be Pastique that's going to be waiting for them. All right. Well, here we go with Air now. And that bomb is going to be planted, so they've done a full rotation. That bomb so close to A originally. Bomb does go down. Somehow he got away with it. Manages to escape, but Carbon is going to be there ready and waiting for him. Dexty and Kieran got to team up now against 3. Yeah, they need to get close together. Unfortunately, they weren't able to, and Millenium takes them both down nice and quick and will go ahead and get the defuse. Yep, and it's going to be very, very easy for them to do that, of course, with nobody actually contesting. So 3 left alive for Millenium. Odin only able to produce 1 single kill from that first round, and it just seems to be the story of this game so far. Odin really struggling against the French. Well, yeah, I mean, so would I think both of us would struggle against this French squad. I would struggle against public players, Stealth. There is. Come on, don't be so hard on yourself. I'm realistic. I genuinely struggle to go neutral. Like, I play Call of Duty a lot still, but I'm just not very good. That's why I cast. I suppose that's why we were both sat here. There we go. But nevertheless, it is as you say. I mean, anyone would be shaking in the boots, I think, going up against Millenium the way they played in that last hardpoint game. Yeah, but it didn't rock them at all, as Fame picks up 1 for his troubles, as well as Kieran. So it's now 2 dead for Millenium. It's going to be Zeke and Carbon that's left alive. Well, Carbon, standout player for me in that hardpoint. Currently having a great game here as well. So far, 3 kills from him in that single round of Search and Destroy. Does have the bomb in hand and is going to be buddying up here with Zeke. They've got to stick together. If one of them goes down, they need to at least trade off the kill, because a 1 versus 4 is just not going to happen. It's not the position you want to be in at any given time. Well, a few shots do come down, nothing coming of it. However, Carbon does get tagged up by a stun grenade, and that will make Odin aware of their position. If Carbon tries to get 1, unfortunately, he does get shut down by Kieran. Zeke trades that one out as Air gets taken out. Kieran, though, trying to poke his way around, not able to see anyone, and there we have it. Odin take a round off of them. All right, well, it's going to tie up. So now Odin fighting the way back into this. And, I mean, this is what we said, Stealth. Obviously, Millenium, a huge convincing victory on the hard point, but that doesn't mean you can rule a team out as soon as we switch over to the next game. No, exactly. See if they can continue this, though. I mean, Odin, they need to do something now on this attacking side. I mean, they got quite close there last time, but just need that little bit extra. All right, well, let's have a look and see if Kieran can do anything at all. He's got the most kills for his team so far.
And he is currently back of the pack there, so he needs to be conscious of the flank. Look at this setup by Millenium. They are not budging one bit. They have their set positions, very well-practiced team. See what's going on with Famey as he moves towards the A-bomb side.
Yeah, it's a little bit passive here from Odin. They don't want to get caught out too much. As you can see, there's 3 players watching this B-bomb site. They must know that it might be going down there. However, I believe there's a sniper shot just coming in from, I believe that's Zeke's actually, but he gets a nade kill regardless. Dexity actually picks up Carbon, so that's now a 3v3 situation, and bomb is planted. That's going to help in their favor.
Okay, bomb does go down. Oh, and unfortunately, Famey is going to taste the bullets of Cammy's. That's not going to be good for Odin. 2 versus 3, number advantage going towards the French.
Yeah, there. I like the rotation all the way through to like try and catch them off guard. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to pick up that kill in the end. However, the bomb is being diffused actually, and it's going to be a ninja defuse unless Air can get there very quickly. But he is shut down, as that's a nice cover in there from Millenium.
Great play from them. Millenium take another round, and you can kind of see when they're actually playing that hardpoint game and we were seeing the shots of them sat in the seats, it was very casual, very laid back, and they knew they were in control right from the start. This search and destroy, you can sense a little bit more tension. The weaknesses have been exploited by Odin. Odin have managed to secure 1 round, and they cannot let any more slip. They want that safety cushion. They want to come to the lead.
Yeah, I mean, they want to see this out as soon as possible. I mean, they got to just keep the momentum going off a round win. They cannot just give it away willy-nilly. I mean, Cammy here with the bomb in hand, fires a couple of nades across, doesn't actually hit with anything. But I believe he's going to be able to rotate all the way around to B bomb site. He does get tagged up by 1 player ahead of him, but he managed to duck his way out of it.
Well, does still have that bomb in hand. First blood is made by Millenium as Zeke shuts down Famey. 4 versus 3 now, and Millenium should all gather together. I mean, you know, don't take strategies from a caster like myself, but as we say, one of the most important things in search and destroy is to trade off kills, so they don't want to hold hands, but as long as they're covering each other and can trade off kills, of course, it is going to end up with a victory for them. Carbon shuts down Kieran, though, answered right back is Air.
Yeah, that's a very questionable play there from Odin. I mean, there are 3 players basically around the bomb site. Oh, that's a lovely kill there at the end, that one off. But again, the 3 players around bomb site, and nobody really reacted to that bomb being planted. As soon as it was planted, he had like a couple of seconds to move out of the way and get into a more favorable position, in which he managed to pick up that final kill.
Yep. So, you know, that could have been a very different story if they'd adapted to that situation better, but it is going to mean Millenium now starts striding ahead. And look at those stats in that top right-hand corner. Every single player for Odin going negative, and everyone bar past D going positive for the Millenium team. So everyone pretty much pulling the weight there fairly consistently, as I say, with the exception of this team.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll pick it up. I mean, he doesn't really need to do anything more. I mean, his squad have managed to drop the kills nice and easy, so maybe if they switch it up, maybe he went objective plays instead. But who knows? Forward Famey, he does actually get contested inside the turret. Not able to get a kill off. Cammy actually with the first blood once again as nades move right past Famey's face.
Yeah, Famey wisely decides to duck out of that one. That's not a good fight he wants to be involved with, but no doubt Millenium are going to be wise to this soon. I'm just keeping an eye on the map. They don't actually seem to have realised there's been a rotation here. Surely the sign of no players must signal an A push, and it's going to be up to, who is this? Zeke, you need to spot these players, and you need to spot them fast.
Yeah, he's got the thermal morse. He does boost all the way across. He hasn't actually seen any of the players, and Famey managed to get away with that one quite nicely. However, 2 players immediately go down, and it's Kieran left in a 1v4 trying to defend the bomb, and he will get shut down very quickly as Pastik is the one to do it.
I have never seen a search and destroy situation that was so disadvantageous as what Kieran was in then. There were 4 Millenium players coming at him from different angles, different heights, and he was weak as well. There was absolutely no way he was going to be surviving that, so unfortunate for Kieran there, but a 1 versus 4 for anyone in any situation is of course a big ask.
Especially against this squad, but it doesn't even matter. It's now 4 rounds to 1 in favour of Millenium. We kind of really predicted it to go this way. I mean, I think Odin done well to take 1 round away from them, but I mean, I still think there's a little bit of hope there. Yeah, I mean, the French scene, the French Call of Duty competitive scene is a large one, probably the biggest one in Europe, arguably. I know there's a huge Spanish following as well, but they won events in France, this team. They are champions of French events, and one of them very recent in October. And as you say, Stealth, I think we were both predicting this game to go this way. I mean, the way they just played this round was very pub-like, so if they were playing rank play, they got really aggressive. Carbon pushed all the way through, picked up 2 kills. Famey's left alone in a 1v3, I think it was. But he does get shut down. I mean, Look at their squad there. Look at their faces. They know this is easy.
Yeah, you see that this is the more relaxed Millenium that I was talking about very early on. We saw a little bit of tension now, but they've kind of sunk back in the seats. They know that they've got this in the bag. And as you say, Stealth, you sometimes get the impression that they're playing with confidence more than anything else, because we see so many times when Search and Destroy games go down to the final round, when it's a 5-5, round 11, it's generally a very slow round. Both teams very hesitant and cautious, and it's because the pressure gets to them. The point I'm trying to make is when teams play with confidence, you will see these more aggressive pushes and just a lot of flair, I guess, involved as well.
Yeah, and Carbon's the one with full of confidence again as he pushed all the way through to make the first blood. He does tag up Famey, however, he is able to get away with it. There it's a player from Millenium already on the rotation. Zeke picks up one piece there. Famey's able to trade that one out as its cameo goes down. Carbon picks up a second for his fifth round, and he is now 9-3. He is triple positive.
Wow, that is unreal. Do you know what? I was going to say we'll cast over him, but it is a 1 versus 3. We have to stick on board with Famey to see if he can pull this off. He's found Pasty. He's been weakened though, and he's going to get shut down. And that is going to be Millenium taking the Search and Destroy 6 rounds to 1. Another very convincing victory for them there.
Yeah, it's a little bit demoralizing. 6 to 1, but I mean they did well to take 1 round off them. They've got to take this in their stride now. I think, right, okay, this is an extremely strong squad. Well, how do we even combat this? I mean, now they've got to take this little bit of a break, talk to themselves and think, right, we've got to come back out of this somehow. We can't go down like this.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right, because this is there is no real sign of Odin taking this at this point. We've seen 1 round of Search and Destroy one and a total of 87 points acquired on a hardpoint game. They've got to come up with something pretty fast and pretty sharpish if they want to be able to take down a team of the caliber of Millenium, who, as I say, are looking set to advance into the lower bracket round number 5 at this rate.
Yeah, well, without a doubt. I mean, I think most people would have picked them to go towards that side of things, but Odin, I feel very sorry for him. I do.
Oh, no, you know, the great guys, and they're giving it the best shot, and they're not giving up. This is the important thing. They're 2 rounds down, but they can still do this. I've cast over many games where I've seen teams go 2 rounds down at the start. Probably one that's quite sore in a lot of the European community minds is the Optic Infuse game that happened at Worlds, where Infuse were 2 rounds up. First game at Worlds, the very first one, went down to the final map. 5-3 it was to Infuse. Optic clutched up.
Why did you have to bring that up? It breaks my heart.
It's just still stuck in my mind. I'm applying it to every single situation at the moment. But yes, Millenium currently 2 rounds up against Odin. We're going to go to a very quick break before we get into the uplink game, so do not go anywhere.